recording, but actually we're out there working, musicians and
Well, I like how you guys have come together, because I'm sure you and what you know, your past experience is going to get, I mean, I think Beverly is probably your mentor.
Of course. I want to grow up to be Beverly one day.
Well, I want to play the guitar better one day too. I started doing that.
Miss Watkins.
They're doing
Do
interviews.
you play some still today?
She just got
Right.
it.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to touch it.
So you got
You told me I could get a CD for $10, right?
Yeah, go to the my cousin's at the table,
The young guy.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
and I will sign it later on.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
All right.
Well, since we have you here, Miss Beverly
Yes.
Guitar Watkins, we really, I enjoyed watching you.
Thank you.
I mean, it was really good up there. And I mean, how long have you been performing?
Well, I was given a guitar when I was 8 years old, and I stayed in the country, raised in the country. And my Aunt Margaret, which is deceased now, so she gave me brought me a what you call Stella back in the day. And and my grandfather, Luke Terrell, he played banjo. So when the sharecroppers, whatever, would get together and help each other, they would have on a Friday night thing like a barn dance. That's what they called it. Big fire, you know, and the rub board.
Oh, yeah.
And my granddad, he would take me up the hill from where we stayed, called the Leachman's. And they would have a celebration. Everybody surrounding, back then they help each other, their farms. And I'd have my little guitar sitting by my granddad, you know.
little Beverly.
Yeah.
That's the best place to learn.
Oh, that's the name of the guitar?
No,
Oh.
no,
Okay.
no.
That was her.
Little Beverly playing her little
Beverly.
guitar.
Oh, she's little Beverly. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I was 8 years old.
Yeah. I think that's the most precious gift I think any parent or relative can pass down to a child, an instrument.
That's true.
You know, it goes a long way.
Did they
In
know?
every family, everybody, there's a gift. But you got to, as you mature in life, you know, you will find the gift.
My gift was a camera when I was 9, so
Right.
do you see what happened?
So it
That must have been 20
and,
or 30 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
My mother came and got me, brought me to Atlanta, and I was about 11 years old. After my grandson.
We're doing interviews. Come on in.
Well.
I finished elementary school and all that good stuff, you know. And after I went out of elementary school into high school, which the first school was Washington High School. And I never forget, they used to have talent shows back then. And I had some blue suede shoes. And I was on the talent show. I guess I was about 11 or something like that.
Did you sing and play?
Well, no, I
Did you
didn't
dance?
sing. I danced.
Oh, okay.
You know.
So at that point you were a dancer, you weren't performing in the talent show as a guitar player yet.
Oh no. This was just for school. I didn't even know the fundamentals of a guitar. You know, whatever. And so I rocked. And after Washington High School got overcrowded, then they transferred me to Archer High School around 59 or something like that. And I played trumpet in school band, third trumpet. Gladys Knight, the Pips, her brothers, all us. Her husband, he was the first trumpet player. Yes, Gladys, she was a majorette. So Clark Terry, you all probably.
The trumpet player.
Wow.
He was back then they called them bandmasters.
Really?
And when he ordered the instruments at school, he ordered
Doing
the guitar.
interviews.
Shoot with the news.
after school, after band
Did they have
practice,
anybody specifically to put the lights on?
he would take me to the
Are you driving?
Who's in charge of
Back then they
lights?
call it
She's at
tuning
interview.
folk chord.
Who's in charge of
Oh,
lights?
Bassapoo, I mean tune up in Bassapoo.
Yeah, open.
E natural,
Yeah,
right.
right.
So, but I thank him today, you know, because he had his own jazz band too. So I learned to tune up.
Who's it supposed to
Well,
be?
let me go back a little bit. They used to have, used to call them capo
I can turn it on if
back
you want.
then.
Yeah.
Now they call them
specifically
clapping your calls.
You know how to do
This here finger here, that's it.
Now, Beverly, you ever use a clamp? I've never seen
Yes.
you. I haven't seen you use a
No,
clamp.
no. I use a clamp when I first started.
Okay, I still use one sometimes.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened. Then we rocked on, and the first band I got into was Piano Red. No, it was Billy Westone and the Downbeats. That was around 1951 or something. And I was still playing in basketball. First song I learned to play was John Henry.
Oh, really?
Wow.
First one.
Now, how did you learn that? Did someone teach you that, or you just
It
heard
just-
it around you?
It's come natural. Just like now, it's a gift. I mean, I do read, but I can hear something and pick it up and
By
play
ear.
it.
The John Henry, that one's been around forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
That songs tell a story about the old slave time back then.
Still driving me.
John Henry, he was a driving man, you know.
During the early days of this country when they were building railroads.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Right. So I went to Archer High School. I played third trumpet in the school band. Then after I finished, when Clark Terrier, he taught me how to tune the guitar 440, which is E, the strings, E-A-D-G-B-E. And then instead of clamping the E, you know, like I said, and so, I mean, the guitar takes a place of a keyboard. You can do the same compliments on guitar that you can on piano, you know. And it rocked on, and I played in his band, you know.
I want to ask you a real quick question, Dr. Feelgood. Now, you were in that with Roy Lee Johnson, and then Dr. Feelgood. And y'all recorded. Did you record that song that we did, the Right String Wrong Yo-Yo?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, how long did you play with him, and what was that like back
I
then?
played with Dr. Feelgood right out of high school. I used to go out of town with him,
That would be Piano Red.
and I would do my lessons on the road and send them back to school.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Sure did. I was in 11th, I was a senior. So Piano Red came over to the school and asked Mr. A.H. Richardson. So I would get all my lessons from all my teachers and do my lessons and send them back to them, you know, whatever.
You're a real trooper.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, right out of high school, on the road with him. Well, let me go back a minute. It was the first band was Dr. Feelgood. No, it was Piano Red and the Meter Tones. Then it came Piano Red and the House Rockers. And then it came up, became Dr. Feelgood Interns and the Nurse. And that CD went platinum.
Really?
Yes.
You're the nurse.
Yeah,
The
I was a
interns and the
nurse,
nurse.
but I wore everything but them ugly shoes.
No, you're not gonna wear those ugly shoes. You wore pretty little high heels, didn't you?
Yes. The guys wore those smocks, you know, for the intern jackets. But Albert White, which is the lead guitar player for Music Makers now. Although we have Curtis Smith, he's still in Atlanta. He's the original guitar player.
Really? Is he still active?
You know, I don't. I talked to Curtis. His daughter passed or something, or whatever. But anyway, it rocked on, and after Dr. Feelgood interned and the nurse, we played at like the Strand Theater in Chicago, different theaters or whatever. He went and did mostly colleges like Yale universities, you know, and whatever. But we stayed together to, I guess, about 1970. 78 or something like that. And the band broke up. And that's when I started playing in Atlanta in different clubs.
So you kind of became your own band leader at that point, were you?
No,
Oh.
I didn't even sing then.
No. When did you start doing that?
As you grow in music, your talent the Lord gives you, it comes out, you know. When I was with Piano Red, all I did was play the
We
rhythm.
have to have
You
Mike.
know, I think in all our lives,
Lights.
whatever journey we're on and how we develop, it just happens naturally. You know, we're just saying, it's just some things that just happens. For someone who's been in music all my life, I done did so many different things, and I'm still evolving. And what I'm hearing through what you're going through, you know, you're still evolving, even now. That's what I hear.
So back in those days, our band rehearsed. And I was playing rhythm with Piano Red. We rehearsed twice a week. Go there and rehearse all day, go to dinner, come back and rehearse. Everybody took time to put the fingers and go right here, you know.
Get it tight and right.
Right.
And was he tough?
No.
Beverly, I want to ask you one quick question that he may want to. How many different countries have you played? Do you know?
Well, I traveled to France with Piano Red back in the 60s.
So you traveled
So you
overseas
I had
that
already
far?
been to France.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But let me say this. Now, Piano Red will always be recognized. His music still go on. They still love his music.
Oh yeah. He's a legend.
He's a legend. And I will say this, thanks to him up there, because he's the one causing me to go to these international places. Mrs. Dr. Feelgood, that was the answer to Dr. Feelgood. You know.
So when did you get to the point where you were singing and playing and a band was kind of backing you up rather than you being a player as part of it?
When Piano's band broke up,
In the late 70s?
yeah, I played with Leroy Reddings, which was Otis Reddings' first cousin in Atlanta. I played rhythm with him. Then I went on the road with Eddie Tigner, the East
Okay, the piano player. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pink
and
spots.
I played rhythm with him.
As part of the Ink Spots?
Yes.
Okay.
We went to Holiday Inns, you know. Sometimes stay there a whole week. Sometimes 2 weeks. And after that, there's a time and a place for everything. You know. What I'm saying is, like, I'm with you all now, right? There'll come a time where the Lord will put me well yonder somewhere. People's got to realize the road ends somewhere.
And along the way, you meet different people and put your music together and form friendships and relationships,
There you
and
go.
they just keep growing. So
Growing and
the number of
growing.
relationships that you have through the years are just growing and growing, and your reputation, the same thing.
Right. So in this, you know, like I say, the main thing you got gotta do, I want to say this. After I had lung cancer, 2000, I was out of work a whole year. They had a mass in my upper lobe. They took that out. Now, how I found out about that, we did a show in Washington, D.C. So when I came off stage, I started sweating and all that stuff. And I went in the dressing room. Then I started throwing up because I get kind of red up about that. They rushed me to James Woodard Hospital up there in Washington. Then when they took a CAT scan, that's when they found the lung on my lungs. So I can say what he do for me, he will do for you. Because we all are God's children. We are special to him.
And you know, that comes through your music because you are not a preacher per se, but your music is so full of joy and life that it reaches out and brings people to you, and you are a messenger of the word that way.
It's called ministry.
Yeah, you have a musical ministry.
Yeah.
So, you know, then I go and play in church. I go and play at my home church, whatever. It have never been easy, I will say that. And it never will be easy being a true musician. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to have people jealous of you.
Yes.
You're going to have envy people. But look to the hills.
The Lord wants to see what you're doing with them all.
Huh?
The Lord wants to see what you're doing with all them lessons.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, 72 now, I'm still rocking. And I want to say thanks to the King Bees, you know. I love them.
Yeah.
I've gotten into them and they've gotten into me.
Oh, you're an inspiration to us.
They feel me and I feel them now.
Thank you for letting us be part of your world. We admire you so much, and the opportunity to work with you has just been opened us up to hearing you, being with you. It's a gift.
It's inspiring.
It's inspiration.
And I love y'all unconditionally.
Thank you. Right back to you.
You know we love you. You know that. That's obvious.
Yes.
I think people have told us there's so much love going on stage when we're with you. They see the love.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's part of the ministry.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you.
I
And
want
I
to
do
thank
have
y'all.
a song, Stanley Watkins. I'm trying, whenever that's time, you have to let the Lord do it. Let him be your promoter. Let him be your booking agent. So I give it all to him. You know.
Seems like it's worked out well for you.
Yeah, it really is. You know, and I want to say thanks for you all helping me get it in. Hope we'll be back.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for
Thank you. Thank you.
Busy.
Real